If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new songs in the description. This is every important release in hip-hop that is dropping tomorrow on Friday, March 10th. This is a new series that I'm starting. It's going to be every Thursday, going over all the important releases that night leading up to Friday. I want to keep all y'all updated, so make sure you're subscribed to never miss out on it. Now, let's get into the first release. Real quick though, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 20 seconds into the future as always, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and details everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, and also follow me on TikTok. I'm posting on the daily. You don't want to miss out on that. Now let's get into the video. So I want to start out with the albums first. We're going to work our way through albums, EPs, singles, and then maybe some stuff that isn't yet really confirmed, but we kind of have a feeling that it's dropping. Now this Friday is actually looking pretty thin. I gotta admit that. This is a bad one for the first episode, but let's go through this. Maybe there's some interesting stuff for all y'all interested. So first of all, we have an album by Musiq Soulchild produced by Hit Boy. This one is called Victims and Villains. Now I'm always looking forward to a Hit Boy produced album because Hit Boy is someone that I can consistently rely on to provide quality instrumentals and just quality production, and any artist that he works with usually benefits from, cooperating with him. In this case, Musiq Soulchild, a legend in the game. I love that Hit Boy is also taking on not just those boom bap Nas instrumentals, but also now working with an artist, more of a singer that he can then, kind of use his beats in a different way. I like that, and I'm very excited to see what this sounds like. They released a single so far, actually two singles so far. One is called I Remember You, My Ex. So I Remember You, My Ex. It's dropped a couple of days ago. I listened to it, leading up to this video. I actually think it's pretty dope. Another one is called Beat of a Slow Dance, and both of those so far got me convinced that this will be a project worth listening to. So keep your eyes open for the new Musiq Soulchild album that's coming out in cooperation with Hit Boy, and I'm guessing that this will actually be pretty good. So that's our big album for tomorrow. Now let's look at an EP that is coming out that I know a lot of y'all are also pretty excited about, and I'm talking about Blxst. Blxst is someone that I've been following over the past 2 to 3 years. Kind of noticed him from a couple of features he did here and there. Then he had that song Chosen off of No Love Lost, the deluxe version of it, that was pretty big and that kind of introduced TikTok basically to him to the world. But now he's releasing a new EP called Just for Clarity 2. It is also dropping obviously March 10th. Now you might remember that he already dropped an EP like this called Just for Clarity, the first one, and in preparation for this video I listened to both of those songs on there again. It got features from Draco the Ruler, rest in peace, and Russ. That was actually pretty good, and I'm excited for some new music from Blxst. Now, he also gave us the track list for this thing. It's looking pretty good. It has, as I said, 4 tracks on here. The first one's called Ghetto Cinderella with a feature that he didn't give us yet. A second track called Passionate featuring someone that we don't know yet, then Call My Bluff, and then a single called Keep Calling with Larry June that we actually also already got as a single, and that one is sounding pretty good. I really like that single. It got a very good music video for it. I love the shots that they had in the music video, so make sure to go check that out, kind of tease yourself a little bit, pause, and see if that's something that you're interested in, and then you can go check out the full EP. A 4-pack is always something that is pretty easily accessible for anybody that wants to kind of get into that. So that is Blxst with his EP Just for Clarity 2, maybe leading up to a new album this year, even though he just released one last year in April, so about a year ago, so maybe we're in for something. Now also I want to mention that Black is dropping his new album finally after like 5 years now, called Since I Have a Lover, next Friday. So we're going to cover that in next week's episode as well, just so you know. But he's teasing a couple of singles. For example, he gave his fans the choice to pick the single that he's going to be releasing tomorrow. Now, it's supposedly one that is called Valentine. You can still go on his Twitter. It's like 9 hours ago that he posted this, and vote for which single you want to be released tonight in preparation for the album. The first one is a bit more of an up-tempo one. The second one is a bit more of a slower, sadder one. So, pick your choice on this one. Let me know which one you picked. I'll be interested. I'm going for the second one. I got to tell you, it's likely going to be the second one. But I like that he's like this interactive with his fans. And I think that the album, Since I Have a Lover, will also be will be pretty, I mean, I don't want to say like dope because it's always like somewhat of a sad vibe, but he dropped the title single, Since I Have a Lover, and that one's sounding pretty, that one's deep, man. You can't just listen to that casually. So I think we're in for some black magic. That sounds not like I wanted to say, but you know what I'm saying. And last but not least, we got a possible deluxe coming out this Friday from Yeat, none other than, because he dropped his new album Afterlife 2 weeks ago, February 24th, I think the date was. I made a lot of videos on this, made a review of it, kind of where he is at right now in his career, if he's cementing his spot as this, you know, upcoming underground artist that is now not upcoming anymore, but it's kind of solidified his spot. And he teased his deluxe of the album on his Instagram story a couple of days, like a week after the album dropped. So there is a possibility that we'll get the deluxe tomorrow, even though it might yet be another week out. In the Geek Pack for 2 Alive, so the deluxe for 2 Alive, his last studio album, did come a little bit later, like 2 or 3 months after it released. So definitely not like right after the release. Maybe it's going to be the same for this one, but considering the fact that he's been teasing this deluxe now directly after dropping the album, I think there's a good chance that he's going to be dropping the deluxe either this Friday or the next one. I just wanted to put this in there because obviously it's like, you know, it might be. Now, those are all the important releases. As always, if I missed anyone, if I missed your favorite artist that is maybe a little bit niche, then let me know in the comments. I'm always in for some new music. You know, put me on to your favorite artist, on whatever you got, you know, in your own mind that is coming out tomorrow that's maybe a little bit smaller than the big artists that I presented here. And I'm definitely willing to listen to that. Now, if you're a subscriber of the newsletter, I mentioned it earlier, if you're not yet, make sure to do so, then you might already, you know, have seen that I always got a category at the end of every newsletter where it says important releases that week. And the newsletter comes every Sunday, and I always recap the important releases of that Friday, so the 2 days before, which is likely going to be in, you know, cooperation with this video, because in this video, I'm presenting you the releases that are going to be dropping that Friday. But if something drops just by surprise tomorrow, because a lot of times a single drops just without announcement, then that will definitely get picked up by the newsletter on Sunday. So yet another reason to subscribe to the newsletter with the first link in the description. Now that's it for today. That's it. The biggest releases of March 10th, tomorrow, that Friday. Let me know what you think about this. Which one are you looking forward to the most? Which one did I miss? Which one would you have wished for? You know, we have so many, you know, albums out there, Utopia, The Pink Tape, whatever is still coming out, that I definitely want to see a lot of more stuff released over the next 2 months. I mean, Narcissist, Playboi Carti. So let me know your most hyped up album that is dropping in the near future and when we can expect that. All of your thoughts and all of your opinions on the ones that I mentioned today, let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and you'll take care.